Namaskar, welcome everyone to Honest Astrologer. And today I have a very special guest. He is a client and a friend, and most importantly, he is an Iskcon monk. And he is somebody who is trying to bring spirituality to the new age audience. He is active on Instagram and he is active on YouTube. And we will share his Instagram handle, we'll share his YouTube channel. So if you want his wisdom in life, I would very strongly recommend that you subscribe to these. It's a pleasure and an honor to interviewing a monk. So Gopalji, welcome. The channel is
Thank you
yours.
very much. Thank you very much, Vijayji, for a opportunity for me to come to your channel and share some of the wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, from our lifestyle. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your great heart.
So pleasure is all mine, honor is all mine. So first of all, Gopalji, we would like a small introduction, and we know that you are a very young man. Age may I might be elder, but you are the bigger man here. So what prompted you to this path of renunciation and sannyas at such a young age? And how did you enter Iskcon? Give us a intro to that.
Okay. So when I was growing up as a child, so I used to have a lot of unanswered questions. I still remember clearly when I was 5-year-old kid, I used to ask questions like, why I cannot enter into somebody else's body?
Good question.
Why why my experience is limited to this structure of 3 feet or 2 feet of body? I used to see my father. Why I cannot enter into my father's body and experience what is he thinking, what is he feeling, what is he what is his inspiration like? So it all began from there. And my grandmother was very spiritual, and she used to do a lot of spiritual activities. I was kind of born and raised up by my grandmother, then my mother. So she used to take me to Haridwar, she used to take me to Kurukshetra, she used to take me to all those pilgrimages. Then from very childhood itself, somewhere that inclination of spirituality, that thirst of knowledge was beginning to develop. And that goes on to asking questions about relativity of time. I still remember clearly when I was 9-year-old kid, I was traveling to my one of my uncle's house. So it was 3-hour journey by bus, and bus was completely crowded, and there was no place to sit. And as soon as I entered into my uncle's house, we started watching one movie. It was 3-hour movie. So then I compared both the experiences. In first case, 3 hours seems to be like days together,
Yeah.
eternity. And the 3 hours in a movie seems like flash of a moment. Then I start questioning, why is it so? Why
At
am
the
I
age of
experiencing
9?
at the age of 9? Yeah. I still wonder why I was experiencing this difference of relativity. Then slowly the question of karma started peeping into my life. I had a lot of friends in my college, it's my school. They were not studying very hard, but they were kind of, getting good marks and getting into a lot of rewards and everything. But although I was studying hard and I was not getting same amount of results. And then slowly it began to develop into a point wherein I start questioning why am I studying? Then answer came, maybe because of job, and let me have a good earning. Okay, then why we should have good earning? Then to maintain a good life. What is going to happen after maintaining a good life? You'll be happy. So is this the only way to become happy? So all this, there was a surge of different questions, but all of them remain unanswered till the time I reached to a point wherein I felt there is no meaning to life. And people told that physics, chemistry, mathematics can give you a higher perspective. And if you go into IIT, if you go into NITs, then it can give you much more higher dimensions to life. Then I believe that they start working for IIT, like we have the rat race of going through competition exams and everything.
Oh, yes.
Then I ended up being NIT Jalandhar. Then even after going there, I was feeling a completely unsatisfied. Then I thought there is no meaning to my life. I don't think what's gonna happen next. Then one fine day, I found one monk who was coming to my college every day, like every week, from traveling all the way from Delhi to Jalandhar. Then I found this copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then from then onward, I found all the answers of my question, and I also got the answer of questions which I never asked in my life.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's how my journey began, by by getting the answers and by getting the guidance and realizations of the questions I was always asking. Then I have found that not only me, there are many people who are looking for that.
Yeah.
There are many people in my batchmate itself, although they may not be explicitly asking these kind of questions, but deep within them, they have these queries in them.
Yeah.
Then the amount of happiness what I got when I received my answers, and the amount of happiness doubled, tripled, 10 times when I start sharing this with other. So then it was a light bulbing moment in my life, that
Wow.
yes, this is a path which I should be choosing, of sharing this knowledge with other, because everybody, they are in identity crisis, because at this point of time we are searching who we are, what we should be doing,
Yeah.
especially in the teens, 16 to 20, a very critical age. So that is how the journey began. And
Mhm.
then I thought, I can better use my life to share this happiness with other. And
Mhm.
I end up getting a placement in Honda cars from campus. But I thought, why to make cars? We can make a good human being. That's more
Wow.
important.
Wow. So, you are antithesis to what people think a sannyasi is somebody who is old, poor, dumb, has nothing to do, is an underachiever. You are young, bright, you made it to a very, very good engineering college, and then you decided not to take a campus placement, which is like life and death for most of our boys. So, I think you and people like you should come forward and, share this with the younger generation. So you have
That's the
escaped.
whole goal of our life. That's why we are dedicated for.